Hey howdy, hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Guys, I'm noticing a pattern in gaming right now. A pattern that we gotta talk about because it could either be a very good thing or a tragedy waiting to happen. I also want to talk about a game called Lost Fragment, which gave me the reason to make this video. And all I gotta say before we start this video is take a shot for every time I say body cam. But before we get into it, and if it ain't too much to ask, like and sub for more content like this. Alright, let's get into it. Lost Fragment is a body cam style FPS horror shooter made by a small and damn near obscure development studio named Nile and Nain Studio. From the looks of this game, it reminds me a lot of the Japanese analog horror craze we've seen with the PlayStation 2 and even the early 2010s, but just more modernized and it looks better. Aside from that short little introduction, let me go ahead and roll the trailer for those of you who have not seen it yet. The trailer looks absolutely incredible. I have nothing bad to say about this game. I really don't have anything horrible to say about any of the Bodycam games that I've seen and covered on the channel. And this is where the rant comes in that ties into what I said at the beginning of the video. The problem I have is this: I'm seeing a trend and the trend is following the Battle Royale trend almost to a goddamn T. To my understanding and much of the public's knowledge, Unrecord was ultimately one of the first games to make the Bodycam style of games look the best in Unreal Engine 5, which, side note, everyone is using that engine for this style of game. Nothing directly wrong with that, but haven't you noticed that when Unrecord released their trailer, more and more games wanted to have that same style, and many of the games I already played started getting bodycam mods. I then played an indie bodycam style game called Deppart. Here's how that experience went. When it comes to horror games, I'm not even gonna... What the fuck was that? This is gonna be the second day that I'm attempting to record this video without shitting my goddamn pants. Guys, check your corners. Said some guy. Oh, motherfucker! Oh, god damn. Give me a second, guys. I commended the dev of Deppart on his ability to make the game that scary and program an FPS controller that functions better than most indie games I've played. I played Deppart, never played it again because I'm too scared of it, and I went on about my day. And then just recently I heard about another game called, well, you guessed it, Bodycam, and to be honest, I thought Unrecord had changed their name. But no, it's a co-op bodycam style of game made in Unreal Engine 5. Bodycam the game promises an ultra-realistic experience that stresses the features of Unreal Engine 5 and puts you in super intense scenarios where every bullet counts. Personally, I think this game looks worst out of the bunch we're talking about today. That doesn't mean I think the game is trash, I just think comparatively it looks the worst and is the most disorienting. And just as a refresher, the games we have talked about today are Lost Fragment, Bodycam, Unrecord, and Deppart. You see how all of this is starting to get a little bit confusing. To be quite honest, I think bodycam mods in games with bodycam overlays are dope because they're a little unique and in some cases they look absolutely incredible. Like the bodycam overhaul for Ready or Not is beautiful and it works so well. But I can't help but take a look at what's going on, noticing a pattern and saying, so this is it, huh folks? The trend of bodycam games though is something that I don't want to see actually become a trend. Call me a hater, but it is what it is for me. A few here and there are perfect, and to be honest, if they're done well, then more power to the devs, but people did this exact shit with battle royales and now we cannot get rid of them. For example, the first battle royale to become really popular and explode was H1Z1. Game developers who seen it and played it started seeing the potential behind the genre, so more and more battle royale games came out. In the beginning, it was just a handful of them, but now try to play a damn game without a battle royale in it. You can't. It became too big, too quick, and it became oversaturated. Extraction games are the same exact way. You had Escape from Tarkov pop off and make the extraction shooter style of game super popular and mainstream. Now every shithead that has access to a platinum credit card wants to make an extraction shooter. So much like the battle royales and extraction shooters, some of them are done pretty damn well. But the amount of bandwagon games that come out hopping on the trend of BRs and extraction shooters that end up dead is insane. Massive digital graveyards like the Steam Early Access page hold the rotten pixels and strings of coding for these games. Games that may have had a promising future that no longer have a chance to even survive in today's climate. Do you want to know why? And say it with me because I just said it. The market became oversaturated. And to be honest, that's going to be the exact same thing that's going to happen with Bodycam Games. Like I mentioned earlier, the game that really set off this craze that wasn't a really well done mod was Unrecord. For fuck's sake, the trailer for Unrecord hit millions of views on it in 24 hours because it was so shocking to see what Unreal Engine 5 could do. I mean, if you're a game developer, then it isn't all that impressive, but for the common everyday simpleton, it's really impressive. But it just seems like every day I wake up and scroll through Twitter, I see another indie game studio announce that they are making a Bodycam style game. Pretty damn soon we're gonna see an amalgamation of these games. A massive tumor stuck on the ass of gaming that will slowly make its way around the entire body it's leeching off of. A Bodycam ultra realistic battle royale extraction shooter that's free to play, offers NFTs, and promises no pay to win assets.
Well, what are you saying, Red? Are you saying that developers shouldn't make these types of games?
Yes and no. I don't want to sound like the big bad wolf in this situation that blows down the hopes and dreams of people entering the gaming space that want to make these kinds of games. But do me a favor, do us all a favor, use your best judgment while you're working on your craft. If you're making a Bodycam shooter and you start noticing that it looks too much like Unrecord, Lost Fragment, etc., start thinking of ways to build off of what you have done and make it more unique. I thought Deppart was going to be one of those games that was going to be Unrecord Part 2, but it wasn't. It was unique, and I still consider it one of the best examples of this style of game done right. I sense that some of the people who are going to watch this video are going to look at it from a weird perspective and say that I'm trying to gatekeep this genre. And the thing is, there's really nothing to gatekeep. Everything that these guys are doing in Unreal Engine 5 can be accessed by just about anybody who knows how to use these tools. And like I said earlier in the video, I'm a fan of this style of game. The reason why I don't want this market to be oversaturated is because I don't want shit being developed and ruin the reputation of this genre. That doesn't make me a gatekeeper. It makes me aware enough to let you guys know that too much of anything is a bad thing, especially in this gaming industry. What do you guys think? Is there about to be a flooded market of these games, or is there really nothing to worry about here? If you made it to the end of the video, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. If you genuinely enjoyed what you've seen today, consider liking and subbing to the channel. I always post content like this. My name is Red Beer Mortis. Speak loud, speak the truth, and I will see you in the next one.